Yarny.
Hi guys! Welcome to another Yarny video. It's almost Christmas time and I'm sure everyone is busy decorating their Christmas tree. So there's no better time than crocheting Christmas ornaments for your Christmas tree. It's super easy, so stay tuned. In order to complete this Christmas bauble, you will need to know some very easy stitches and simple techniques. These are the magic ring, the single crochet, the chain stitch, the increase, and invisible decrease techniques. If you're unfamiliar with any of these stitches and techniques, don't worry about that. We will be doing them slowly at least once in this video in order for you to follow along. Otherwise, if you would like to master these stitches and techniques before starting this tutorial, we will be linking in the description under this video very detailed and slow tutorials from the Yarny channel. The materials needed for this project will be the acrylic medium number 4 yarn in 2 different colors. I'll be using red for the body of the bauble and this light silver for the top of the bauble. It's really up to you which 2 colors you use for your Christmas bauble. I'll be using this 5mm crochet hook. I'll have some scissors to cut the yarn, a yarn needle just to weave in the ends of the project, and you will need some filling. If you don't have polyfill, which is what we usually use, feel free to be creative. Use some yarn scrap or old clothing to fill your project. Now let's start. We will be starting with the body of the bauble. Round 1 will be a magic ring and 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. Therefore, you will have 6 stitches at the end of round 1. In order to do the magic ring, you simply take your yarn and you will wrap the yarn around your fingers, doing a cross. You will then take your hook, inserting the hook under the cross, going to grab the top left portion of the yarn and pull it forward. Now you want to twist your hook so that the hook faces upwards like this, which will create a loop with the yarn on your hook. Now the cross might have disappeared a little bit. You can use your fingers to place it. And now you will use your hook to go grab on the top left portion of the yarn one more time. Now you want to pull the yarn through the loop on your hook. And just like this, we have our magic ring. Now we are ready to do the 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. To do that, you will hold on to your magic ring and insert your hook inside the ring, going on to pull onto the yarn back through the magic ring like this. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Now you will wrap the yarn around your hook to pull the yarn through the 2 loops. And this is how you do a single crochet inside the magic ring. Now I will simply do 5 more, just like this. So I've completed my 6 single crochet inside the magic ring, and each stitches is represented by a set of V formation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now what we're going to do is pull onto the tail end of the magic ring so we can tighten the ring. Just like this, we have the start of the body of the bauble. Now for round 2, it's very easy. We will be doing increases all around. You will have 12 stitches at the end of round 2. What increases means is that in each of your 6 stitches from round 1, you will insert 2 single crochet in each stitches. So now in my next stitch here, I will insert my hook, and then I will yarn over to pull the yarn through the stitch to have 2 loops on my hook, wrap the yarn around my hook and pull the yarn through both of the loops. So I have 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Now in order to increase, I'll do another single crochet in that same stitch I just did the single crochet. So 2 stitches in 1 stitch is an increase. So now we will keep doing that to all of the next 5 stitches, and we will have 12 stitches at the end. For round 3, we will be alternating between single crochet and increases all around.
This means that in the next stitch, I will be doing single crochet, and in the following stitch, I'll be doing increase, and then the next one a single crochet, and then an increase, single crochet, increase, and so on. So single crochet in my next stitch, and then I'll do an increase in the following stitch, meaning 2 single crochet in the same stitch. At the end of this round 3, we will have 18 stitches in total. This is how we will be increasing the body of the bauble. If you're not using a stitch marker just like me and you're wondering where you're at in a row, you can always stop and count the stitches. So for round 3, we're supposed to have 18 stitches at the end. And if you count all the stitches, remember a stitch is a V formation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 18 stitches, which means I am completed with my round 3. Now for round 4, we will be doing something very similar. Instead of alternating between single crochet and increases, we will be doing 2 single crochet and then increase, which means in my first stitch of round 4, I'll be doing a single crochet. In the next stitch of round 4, I'll be doing a single crochet. And then in the third stitch of round 4, I'll be doing an increase. And then I'll do single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, and so on until the end of round 4. We should have 24 stitches at the end. So I'll start with 1 single crochet in my next stitch. I'll do a single crochet in the following stitch. And then I'll do an increase in my next stitch, which is the third stitch of round 4, meaning 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Now after I've completed my increase, I'll go ahead and do a single crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the following stitch, and then I'm now at an increase again, so 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Now for round 5, again we will be increasing the size of our circle here, and we will be doing 3 single crochet in a row and then an increase, so which means we will do single crochet in the first stitch of round 5, a single crochet in the second stitch of round 5, a single crochet in the third stitch of round 5, and then an increase in the fourth stitch of round 5. Then you go back to single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, all around. At the end of round 5, we will have 30 stitches in total. So I'll do my single crochet in the first stitch of round 5. Then I'll have a single crochet in the second stitch of round 5, a single crochet in the third stitch of round 5. Then on the fourth stitch, I'll do an increase, meaning 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Now go ahead and do 3 single crochet followed by an increase all around. Now for round 6 to 9, it's very simple. All we're doing is single crochet all around. This means round 6, we're doing 30 single crochet, round 7, 30 single crochet, round 8, 30 single crochet, and round 9, 30 single crochet. So we're not trying to increase anymore. This will essentially be the size of our Christmas bauble. And by doing single crochet in each round, what we're going to do is starting to create the ball effect of the Christmas bauble. So go ahead and do your single crochet for the next 4 rounds. After round 9, you might notice that your project is starting to curl up to the shape of a ball. This is perfectly normal. Now before we move on to round 10, just make sure it's curling on the right side, meaning that the outside of your Christmas bauble, you should see all the rounds you have worked on. So every round here is very noticeable in these circles. If your project is curling up this side here, this is the wrong side and should be the inside of your project. As you can notice, this side here, you don't see any rounds. All you see is little bumps for each of the stitches. So this is the inside of the project. Now for round 10 until 13, we're slowly going to decrease the rounds, and so this will start to close the ball. So round 10, we're going to do 3 single crochet followed by an invisible decrease. This means in the first, second, and third stitch of round 10, we're doing a single crochet in each of the stitches, and then in the fourth stitch of round 10, we're doing an invisible decrease. So at the end of round 10, we will have 24 stitches in total. So in the first stitch of round 10, I'm doing a single crochet. In the second stitch of round 10, I'm doing a single crochet again. And then in the third stitch of round 10, I'm again going to do a single crochet. Now I'm arriving at the fourth stitch, which is an invisible decrease. Now essentially what we want to do is merge the fourth and the fifth stitch of round 10. This is what we call a decrease. And an invisible decrease is very simple. We're going to put the hook under the front loop only of the next stitch. So the front loop only is the leg of the V that is closest to you. So your hook will go under the front leg, coming out in the middle of the stitch. And immediately your hook will going to grab the front loop of the fifth stitch, going under the front leg, coming out in the middle, just like this. And now you will wrap the yarn around your hook to pull the yarn through the first 2 loops here on the hook. So the 2 front loops. Now you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around your hook and pull the yarn through both of the loops. This is how you do an invisible decrease. Now moving on to the next stitch, again a single crochet. And then a single crochet again in the next stitch. And then a single crochet again in the next stitch. So we've just completed 3 single crochet in 3 stitches, and we're arriving at the invisible decrease one more time. So hook under the front loop only, coming out in the middle of the stitch, and then hook under the front loop only, coming out in the middle of the next stitch. So we're trying to merge 2 stitches together. Wrap your yarn, pull the yarn through the front loops, and now you have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around your hook to pull the yarn through both loops. So we're going to do this all around. For round 11, it's going to be a very similar concept. We're going to keep decreasing the size of the ball, and so we're going to do 2 single crochet followed by an invisible decrease all around. So the first stitch of my round 11 will be a single crochet, and then the second stitch of my round 11 will be a single crochet again, and then the third stitch of my round 11 is where I will do the invisible decrease, where I will merge the third and the fourth stitch together. So I'll keep doing that, basically 2 single crochet followed by an invisible decrease all around. At the end of round 11, we will have 18 stitches in total. So at the end of round 11, you'll notice that your ball is really starting to shut here. And so now is the perfect time to start filling up the Christmas bauble. So go ahead and take your polyfill or anything you have to fill up your project. So for round 12, it's very simple. All we're going to do is alternate between single crochet and invisible decrease all around. And so at the end of round 12, we will have 12 stitches in total. So for my first stitch of round 12, I will do a single crochet. And then I'll follow by an invisible decrease. And I'll simply just do this all around. Single crochet, invisible decrease, single crochet, invisible decrease. So after round 12, as you can see, the ball is really starting to shut, and now is really the last chance you have to fill up your project before it's completely shut after round 13. So for round 13, it's even simpler. We're going to do invisible decrease all around. So every stitch we're going to do is invisible decrease, and at the end of round 13, we will have 6 stitches in total. So after completing round 13, as we can see, the body of the bauble here is almost completed. We still see a little hole here at the top, and that's no issue. All we're going to do is essentially cut the yarn in order to use the yarn needle so we can sew in the tail end of the yarn around the last round here to shut the hole. And so you just want to pull on to your yarn here so that your stitches don't fall, like this, and then insert your yarn inside the yarn needle. And I'll simply use my yarn needle to bring in the tail end of the yarn inside each of these legs of the stitches of my last round. Feel free to do a little knot to secure the last stitch. Once this is done, I'll just simply put the yarn inside the body a couple of times. So now that the body of the Christmas bauble is completed and you've already completed the weave-in of the tail end of the yarn, go ahead and turn your body so that the starting point of your magic ring shows up on top here. As you can see, you clearly see the round here. And so what we're going to do is simply start to crochet the top of the Christmas bauble around this first round of magic ring where we did 6 single crochet right here. And so what we're going to do is insert the hook basically anywhere where we did the magic ring and the single crochet, and pulling the hook right out so that the hook is basically under one stitch. And now you will take the different color yarn, where I'm using this light silver color for the top of my bauble, and you just want to hook it onto your hook, and you want to pull the yarn through the stitch like this. Now we're going to hold on to the yarn like we usually do with the tension, and the first thing to do is simply a chain. So to do a chain, you will wrap the yarn around your hook and you will pull the yarn through the loop like this. So we have one chain. Now what we want to do is to do 6 single crochet all around this first round of magic ring and single crochet. So you simply insert your hook inside the hole of the next stitch, coming out under the stitch, and then we will wrap the yarn around the hook, pull the yarn back through the little hole we just went through, and you have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn around your hook to pull it through the 2 loops. So just like that, we have a single crochet. And then we do the same thing again all around. So insert your hook in the next stitch, coming out in the following, like this. So this is basically our round 1. So now all we're going to do is to do single crochet all around so we can increase the height of the little top portion of the bauble. So we're just building single crochet in each of the stitches. So after this second round of single crochet, we're basically done with the top portion of the Christmas bauble. Now what we want to do is cut the yarn, but cut a large portion of yarn just to be safe, because we also want to create this top yarn portion so we can hang the bauble on the Christmas tree. So maybe 12 inches to be safe. And pull onto your yarn to secure your stitch. So before we start weaving the ends, we're just going to bring this tail end of the top here inside the body. So insert your hook anywhere under the body here so that the hook comes out very closely to the top, like this. And so make sure your hook pulls onto this tail to bring the tail inside the body. So you might need to wiggle a little bit. Now insert your yarn inside the yarn needle. And just weave in the end just like we did with the body. Just a few times to secure the yarn. Again, feel free to do a knot. So now that I've weaved in the end and also did a knot to secure my stitch here, what I'm going to do is work on the little hanging portion of the Christmas bauble. And what I want to do is insert my needle on the other end of the top portion here. And make sure you leave a little hanging yarn here, and you want to use your finger to pull onto the tail end like this. So now you have a little hanging yarn here to hook this Christmas bauble onto the Christmas tree. And on the other side, what you want to do is also do a knot to secure the stitch here. Now feel free to wrap your yarn inside the body again. Do this a couple times just to make sure we secure the hanging portion here. And you definitely want to finish with a little knot again, just to make sure everything is definitely secured. Now we can insert the yarn and go pull it through the body of the bauble. Just have it come out the other side. And then we can cut the yarn. And just like that, we have a nice and very easy to make crocheted Christmas bauble. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials.